All right, y'all. So today we are covering the situation happening in Springfield because it is going off the rockers. Basically, as seen by yesterday by, eyewitnesses, the Proud Boys are now marching to Springfield amid Haitian immigrants eating pets. Conspiracy theory that's being circulated throughout the past week. Now, if you didn't know from this past presidential debate, which, everybody probably watched, Donald Trump, as well as his VP candidate JD Vance, has been spewing out this, anti, Haitian hate against, the immigrants, basically spewing this conspiracy thing, saying they're eating dogs, cats, they're taking them off the street, they're taking stray dogs and whatever, they're breaking into people's houses and stealing them, and basically, barbecuing them, flambeing them, and trying to associate that with, some type of voodoo, whatever. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the memes, seen the song, eating the dogs, eating the cat, eat the cat, whatever. We don't post it here, but it was hilarious. Basically, Proud Boys are active right here. They're saying they're going on a hunt probably to get, rid of these Haitian immigrants as well as protecting pets and whatever, basically causing drama wherever they go. Now they are a militia group, far right militia group, and pretty much have been, tied to many heinous, acts such as the January 6th attacks that happened on the Capitol. And not only this anti-immigrant propaganda is being, spread, is harmful for obvious reasons, it is actually affecting the town because there have been multiple threats that has disrupted the city. I think this is the Springfield City Hall. Yeah, basically it had to close down Friday or Thursday due to a bomb threat, as well as they had to close down one middle school and evacuate two elementary schools on Friday due to bomb threats. Basically as these hate comments keeps being spread. Not only that, Springfield Mail told Time that two more bomb threats were received via email on Friday morning, targeting several city commissioners, a municipal employee, three schools, the town's city hall, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, not the DMV, and the Ohio License Bureau Southside. Local officials are working with FBI to trace the origins of these threats. And basically, as students were evacuated, everybody was safe, and there was no injuries, no fatalities, as well as there was no bombs actually in the building. They scrubbed the buildings clean. NewsGuard, an organization whose mission is countering misinformation, traced the origin of the eating pets narrative to a viral X post. On this day, is this X post still up? Yep, it is. Posted by Lemmy's Lulu. Basically, remember when the hometown Springfield, Ohio was all over national news for the Haitians? I said all the ducks were disappearing from our parks. Well, now it's our pets. They redacted the name, but warning to all about our beloved pets. My neighbor informed me that her daughter's friend had lost her cat. She checked pages, kennels, asked around. One day she came home from school, and as soon as she stepped out of the car, looked towards a neighbor house where Haitians live and saw her cat hanging from a branch. Like, you go a deer for butchering, and they were carving it up, eating it. I've been told they are doing this to dogs. They have been doing it to Snyder Park with ducks and geese, as I told that last bit by rangers and police. Please keep a close eye on your pets. Now these reports were not, substantiated. These reports were not backed up, but still conservative accounts, still push this narrative to X, basically republishing this, with anti-Haitian hate, under Harris and Biden, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to the town, which is also a misinformed fact. I'll tell you why in a minute. Now ducks and pets are disappearing. Charlie Kirk got in on it. Basically, he was, recirculating this unsubstantiated post. And as of September 9th and continually after September 9th, the city of Springfield told ABC News in a statement that there have been no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community. This is coming from the city manager. City manager said he didn't have no files on this. In the last few weeks, he received these reports from actual residents about inquiries about this, and he even said it's possible, of course, that all these rumors will turn out to be false. Do you know what's confirmed? That a child was unalived by a Haitian migrant who had no right to be there, that local health services have been overwhelmed, that communicable disease like TB and HIV have been on a rise, that local schools have struggled to keep up with newcomers who don't speak English, that rents have risen so fast that many Springfield families can't afford to put a roof on their heads. Here is Kamala Harris bragging about giving amnesty to 1,000 Haitian migrants. If you're a reporter or activist who didn't give a what about these suffering Americans until yesterday, I have some advice. Spare your outrage for your fellow citizens suffering under Kamala Harris policies. We'd be outraged at yourself for letting this happen. Like, this is so much, a lot more information going on in between that too, because even then, the parents had to come out, as Trump advanced to stop using a child as a political tool, who would y'all know is actually, a child that was unalive in a bus crash caused by a Haitian immigrant. Basically, it was an accidental death. It wasn't like, the man just came in just like, just unalived the kid like in a vicious fashion. It was a car accident. Now, debunked claims that disease is spreading in Haitian, immigrant communities and bringing it into, the Colorado, or not Colorado, but into the Springfield, Ohio environment community. If you look at Clark, where Springfield is hosted at, basically, there has been 10 new cases, 6 new cases in 2018 and 2019, respectively. In 2026, in 2021, 12, as well as 2022, 13 new cases of HIV, as it states right here. Basically, there's no rapid surge of it. Now, Haitian immigrants started migrating into Springfield in 2018. And to that point, you would start seeing some type of spike or something happen in 2020, 2021, or 2022, respectively. And yes, these are the most recent, data we have right now. We don't account for 23 or 24. But at the end of the day, there is no big substantial spike of HIV happening or disease spreading. There is no substantial spike of it. Now, when you talk about TB cases, there have been only a total of 15 cases from 2012 to 2022 of active TB within the Clark County, meaning, again, there is no active spike of TB happening, even if you don't account for 23 or 24. So at the end of the day, all this, misinformation is just driving, anti-Haitian, anti-immigration, and nativist, hate for no reason without actually having any substantial facts. And all this is targeting a population that wasn't bussed over here or wasn't just dropped in, by Kamala Harris. A lot of these are legal immigrants who have protection status in the U.S., due to like ongoing issues going on in Haiti. Because as we explained it right here, the Haitian population is estimated to be between 15,000 and 20,000 in an area that has provided a boost to the nearly dying city of Springfield, Ohio, which had lost both industry and population over the last decade. Haiti is among 15 countries that qualify for temporary protected status. A federal immigration designation allows immigrants to legally live and work in the country for up to 18 months. Basically, this is not asylum seeking. Asylum seeking is like a longer term, but pretty much it gives you temporary protection, especially if you're going through a country of conflict. And Haiti is going through a lot of conflict right now. If y'all haven't read up on Haiti, basically, and it's a fault of the U.S., it's a fault of the West, it's a fault of white people. That's a whole nother story for another day, for another video commentary coming up soon, probably. But these migrants aren't, out here just coming over here illegally being bussed out and just dropped in. They have to actually, gain protection status for it to be able to be in the U.S. And they started showing up in 2018 gradually and chose Springfield because of job opportunities and affordable housing. And this is a common trend happening across many smaller, centers and cities and stuff and towns happening in the U.S. because as city urbanizations gets more expensive, creates gentrification, makes cities more, unaffordable to live in, they're going to be looking at other places to start moving into. And, this going the same thing going on with my small town in Waxahachie, Texas. Basically, we're getting a lot more, immigrants, getting a lot more people moving out of the city and going into the small town because it's more affordable. There's more space. The schools are better. There's a lot more job opportunities, and it's, making a booming economy. And as another narrative keeps being spewed about immigrants taking jobs, whatever, immigrants actually creating a booming economy. This is what immigration does to a country of immigrants. When you get more people coming in, you're going to have more needs, more things being addressed, and you're going to create more boom in cities that have a bust. Because if you don't know, basically the city actually shrank from 80,000 to 60,000 by 2014. And by the time immigrants started coming in, it started booming the economy more. And basically with its rising population of immigrants, Springfield is hardly an outlier. So far this decade, immigration has accounted for almost 3/4 of U.S. population growth, with 2.5 million immigrants arriving in the United States between 2020 and 2023, according to the Census Bureau. Population growth is an important driver of economic growth, because without even learning about basic economics and just understanding that a lot of Americans aren't having kids right now, obvious reasons, it's too expensive. But pretty much, when you have, more and more people coming in and doing a lot of the labor that, a lot of Americans don't want to do, it's going to boom the economy. So at the end of the day, like immigration, is a good thing. We are a nation of immigrants. Like we basically was founded on the concept of immigration. But now in this, new century, new age of anti-immigration sentiment, immigration rhetoric, whether it be people from Latin America, people from Haiti, people from, other parts of the world that, people can't even name or point on a map. Basically, we are, destroying our own country behind it, because at the end of the day, immigration is a foundation to this nation. And stuff like this is really hurting a community. Like, there's not only just people, throwing bomb threats at, schools, at City Hall, at hospitals now. I think there was a report that 2 hospitals were, now being, investigated. It's actually, making people live in fear. And now there have been reports that, Haitians are now not feeling safe in Springfield. There was one new resident said that she's not taking her kids to the park anymore. Basically, the Haitian Times has said there was also a bulletin out saying that, people are keeping their kids in houses, not playing outside, and basically they're experiencing bullying, threats, and basically even harassment outside of their homes. And so stuff like that is not just for memes. Like, yeah, we can sit around and joke about memes or whatever. Like, there were some hilarious memes about, this whole, debate. But there's people who actually are at risk and who are actually being threatened, actually, being unalived because of just like misinformation. And Springfield is one of those case examples, a lot of people are going to use into the detail, like why misinformation is so powerful, especially in this age of technology, that is to a point where it's about to put the whole city on standstill. And so I'll be monitoring this situation. I'm kind of worried now that the Proud Boys in the middle of it, because nothing comes good with the Proud Boys coming in. But at the end of the day, that has been pop up for this Sunday. If you like what see day, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that wonderful good stuff. Upload schedule a little wacky right now because I'm back in school, but right now we're not going to be having no consistent posts. We're going to be posting however we need to. But other than that, if you want to see the last video, please watch it on Nickel Avocado. With that being said, stay warm, stay frosty, depending on what part of the country you are in, and peace out.